G'day, Simon at South OC Cars and Coffee. Hey, thanks so much for watching. No James this morning, he's not well unfortunately, so it's going to be up to me to show you around. I will do my best. We have a ton of cool cars, exotics, including a Radford Motors 101 prototype. Can't wait to show you that. And the usual suspects, classics, muscle cars, hot rods, you name it. Hey, don't forget, if you're coming to South OC Cars and Coffee, please remember to respect our rules. No speeding, no revving, no burnouts, and that includes on the streets of San Clemente and getting on and off the freeway as well. Let's go for a walk and check some stuff out. A couple of special cars side by side, starting with this one. This is actually a 720 SLM Le Mans. How can we tell? Well, few giveaways. See the wheels and the word Le Mans down there. Also roof scoop, which they put on a lot of other McLaren as well, but the LM was known for the roof scoop, and of course the sticker down here, 25 years Le Mans. Absolutely love this car, absolutely beautiful. Next to it, very, very nice Huracan STO. This car is beautiful. Once again, look at the roof scoop on the top, lovely interior. Next to it, have a look at this thing. This thing rolled in actually on a trailer. It's got a ton of 1016 Industries carbon on it. You can see this beautiful forged carbon through here, and then around the back as well. And then have a look in the back. This is obviously twin turbo as well. I love the pipes at the back here. Check this out. This thing is super, super tough. Mickey Thompson ET Street R, which is what I run on the Camaro, on the back, and then some decent, I think, are they Toyos on the front? Anyway, this is a super cool lineup of exotics. This is the Radford Motors car I was talking about in the introduction. This is a one of one, and Ansted, of course, from Wheeler Dealers, and then also Jensen Button, F1 driver as well. Ton of detail on this car. Look at the engineering and all the hinges and the framework. This particular one is actually built onto a Lotus TVS supercharger there, but the future ones will not be. This is one of one, and great to see at the show such a rare car with some pretty high pedigree guys behind it. We have a couple of clubs here this morning, starting off with these guys, mainly 718 Cayman and boxes, but we've got a couple of ringers in there with the GT3 I noticed. But great to have these guys along. Remember, if you've got a club and you want to bring the club in early, reach out to us in advance, either through our Facebook page, Instagram, or on our website. We'll get you in early, park you all together like these guys have, and you'll get to enjoy the show together. So check these two out, pretty cool, huh? Mustang, first of all, Coyote, running a TVS Edelbrock supercharger actually. And then next to it, this classic Falcon, also running a Coyote. Now, this is no mean feat because these motors are so much wider than the traditional, in this case, probably 289 this would have come out with. Have a look at this. One of the things you got to do, and the same with the Mustang over there, notice there is no strut towers over here. All the suspension, all the front subframe has to change to be able to shoehorn that motor into that engine bay. Is this yours? This is really cool. So how long did this project take you to do?
About a year and a half.
And cool motor in a car that's probably almost as light, if not lighter, than the Mustang sitting next to it, right?
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And the transmission behind it?
It's the 2017 GT350R powertrain. So it has the 6-speed Tremec that came in the GT350R.
So this isn't even a this is the the flat plane.
Yes.
Oh wow! So that's even cooler. So this thing would sound incredible on the road. I got to ask the question: does it turn many heads when you pull up alongside of people and maybe embarrass them a little bit sometimes?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very cool. Good job, and definitely shoehorn that in there, right?
Oh yeah.
So let me ask you this: as you started fitting this motor into this engine bay, and I've seen, well, Coyotes in Mustangs before, but I've never seen one in a Falcon like this. Was there a point where you went, this isn't going to fit, or did you know from the minute you bought that motor?
We knew from the day one. So we worked with Mike Meyer. He did all the suspension work to make sure that we could shave the shock towers out and get it all in there.
It's very cool.
Big process.
It looks like the front track's wider as well.
Yes,
so you brought the front wheels out. Yeah. So I brought the front track out to be able to accommodate that motor.
Flared the back fenders.
Yeah, look at that. Just that curve that's through there.
Yes.
So what I love about that, it's not even like a wide body, which tends to look like you've just flared the actual outer ring on the. You've actually flared the outside as well.
Yes.
This is really cool. Let's talk about the inside. Beautiful looking seats in this thing and roll cage. This is a very, very nice build. So what was the inspiration? What was it that made you want to go, I don't want to do a Mustang, I want to do a Falcon?
This was trying to recreate the Homer Mooney race car from back in the 60s, original race car.
It's just...
So we actually put, to fit the transmission, we actually put a floor of a 2017 Mustang in there.
Oh, wow.
To fit the tunnel.
That's so cool. That is really cool. Well, this is a really pretty car, really nice work. It's just, love the fuel cell in the back there. Hey, great car. Thank you so much for bringing it out.
I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah.
The 69 Camaro rolled in, sounding so tough. Obviously a big block by sound. Now I can see why it's running 427. I love the steel wheels and the interior on this thing. It's very, very reminiscent of the original 1969 ZL1s that came out, which are now worth an absolute fortune, like upwards of $1 million. This thing is super clean. The 427 for me is the big block to go for. I mean, there's lots of derivatives of it, you know, like the L88, for example, that was making massive horsepower, but rumours of around 650 horsepower back in the 60s with the aluminum block and heads and stuff. But man, this thing is super cool. I just love the colour, love the interior, the fact that the interiors match the colour, love the steel wheels, those original Firestones. And I got to say, I'm a fan. Look at the Camaros here. So 69, here we've got a 67 RS running a small block. Go to another 69 Z28 running a big block. Beautiful houndstooth interior through there. But what's cool about this is notice it's got the modern fuel injection on there, the actual EFI manifold on it. So even though it looks like a standard big block with that air cleaner, it's running the reliability of fuel injection. Rolling through, we got a really clean small block on this thing. This thing sounds so tough. Nothing better in my mind than the sound of the original small block Chev. Even as an LS guy, small block Chevs to me, something to do with that firing order, they sound even better. That thing's super clean. And then this is one of the best sounding big blocks we get at the show. This thing's a ton of horsepower, over 700 horsepower, all motor, no adders. But once again, notice that intake manifold running those fuel rails on there. So beautiful roll of Camaros through here. And yes, I spent a lot of time talking about them, but hey, I am a sucker for Camaros, as everyone knows. We've just come from looking at those Camaros, another great lineup through here. Look at all these Nissans, absolutely beautiful. This Skyline GTR through here. Love the motor on this thing, looks great. Look at the exposed timing belt through there. Just really, really wonderful. Something about that RB26 engine, it's just absolutely iconic through here. Look at the carbon fibre on this. This is beautiful, all this carbon through here. And then through there as well. Love this lineup. This purple is absolutely beautiful. Hope the camera's picking it up. This Tesla pulled in and, well, I was very confused. Obviously air ride, which is cool, running some beautiful HRE wheels, but something doesn't seem quite right. There's a Porsche badge on this Tesla. So what do you do if you want a Raptor but a regular Raptor's not big enough? You get a Mega Raptor. Have a look at the size of this. Absolutely huge. So as a point of reference, my head sort of comes up to the side of the mirror. Massive, massive tires on this thing. They're just absolutely huge, huge tires on it. Every angle this thing just looks, well, massive, mega, as the name would suggest. I think this is built on an F250 platform, but pretty cool, huh? And that is it for another week at South OC Cars and Coffee. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I want to do a big shout out to all of our sponsors, The Bracketeer, Wear Marketing, Maguire's, Polestar, Reviver, the PDM brands, Next Level Auto Protection, Mountain View Adventure Vehicles, Carbontastic, and Happy Jewelers. We really appreciate their support. I also want to thank all of the volunteers. We could not do the show without them. If you'd like to become a volunteer, please hit us up on our South OC Cars and Coffee merch Instagram page. It's where we handle all of our volunteers, and also while you're over there, check out our latest range of t-shirts, hats, stickers, socks, you name it. If you become a volunteer, you get to bring your car in early and you get a free coffee and donuts from Ruby's as well. A big thank you to Ruby's for doing that and also feeding the masses, and a big thank you to the outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here. Remember, if you need to do any shopping, you need to go to the movies, go to a restaurant, grab a coffee, come to the outlets, tell them South OC Cars and Coffee sent you. Remember, if you come to South OC Cars and Coffee, please respect our rules. No speeding, no revving, no burnouts. That includes getting on and off the freeways and on the streets of San Clemente as well. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, follow and subscribe. We'll see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.